Good morning. Good morning. Come on in the room. All right. Good morning. It is time for our morning moment. It is time for our morning huddle. So come on in the room. All right. Happy Friday. All right. Happy Freedom Friday. Happy Fearless Friday. Happy Fire Friday. All right. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. All right. We make a conscious decision to rejoice and be glad in it. All right. As you are coming in, drop your name in the chat. Come on. I want to make sure I greet you. I want to make sure I love on you. I want to make sure I give you a good virtual hug. Good morning, Shawanda. Hey, girl. Hey, come in the room. Come on. Like it, love it, share it, tag somebody. Y'all know what to do. Like it, love it, share it, tag somebody. Like it, love it, share it, tag somebody. Listen, I am so excited because listen, this is still the day, okay? And because God made this day, it's not just going to be a good day, but it is going to be a God day. All right. So I need you to look for God in everything because yes, He is moving. Yes, He is working. Yes, it's going to work out for you. All right. The fact that you are looking at this live, the fact that God woke you up this morning, the fact that you are still breathing, that means God is not done. There is more to come. There is more to the story, and there is more to come. Good morning, Blessing Seven. Hey, girl, hey, there is more to come. So I'm excited about more. Okay. Expect more. That's what you need to do this morning. Expect more. Good morning, Janice. Hey, girl, hey. All right, I see y'all coming in the room. I see y'all coming. Listen, I am so excited. Listen, tonight, real quick. I'll say it at the end too. But real quick, if you all are free tonight, I invite you. I want to personally. Good morning, Stephanie. Hey, girl. Hey. I want to personally invite you. I'll be ministering the word of God tonight virtually for Pastor Tamika Lyons. It will be on Facebook, and I do believe it will be on YouTube. It will be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. I will share the live so that way you can just click in. But I would love to see you guys on live tonight. All right. It's going to be an amazing time. All right. Like it, love it, share it, tag. Like it, love it, share it, tag somebody. Good morning to Shara. Hey, girl. Hey. If you do not know, I am Pastor Drea. All right. I pass alongside my amazing husband, Apostle John Cobb II, the Turning Point Ministries located in Birmingham, Alabama, Center Point area to be exact. All right. I'm the founder, the visionary of Woman Up Circle, Woman Up Empowerment Group, all things Woman Up. That's me. That's your girl. Okay. I am she. She is me. The whole purpose, the whole point of Morning Moments is to ignite, empower, and encourage you to be everything God has destined, ordained, and purposed you to be. All right. So come on in the room. Listen to all those who come back and watch the replay. Thank you so much for coming back to watch the replay. You did not have to do it, but I am so glad that you did. So listen, even in the midst of you watching the replay, guess what your girl needs for you to do? Good morning, April. Hey, girl. Hey, good morning, Mama Crystal. Your girl needs for you to like it, love it, share it, tag somebody, drop an inbox, share it to your story. Y'all know how to send the word out. You know how to let the people know what's tea. All right. Somebody needs this word. Okay. It's raining outside, so my internet acting crazy, but just stay on because we moving forward anyway. We're not allowing anything to stop us from completing our assignment. I can't tell you something that I don't do. All right. So guess what? Your girl gonna push through this live this morning. All right. So, all right. Listen, I also need you to engage in the comments. Yes, I talk back. I reply. I respond because when you are having a you are quiet. So let's not fight. Let's have a moment together this morning. Thank y'all for tagging people. I just love how y'all roll with me. Thank y'all for tagging people. All right. I know you got things to do, people to see, places to go. And listen, y'all know I got to get these kids off to the schoolhouse. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Tanisha. Hey, girl. Hey. Good morning, Julia. All right. So we just going to jump right in. But our morning moment, our morning huddle is going to be, can you handle it? Can you handle it? Oh, no, it's a valid question. Can you handle it? I need you to drop that in the chat. Ask your neighbor that in the chat. Can you handle it? All right. So we've been talking about, we've been in our series where God has been saying, I give you permission to pivot. Then he said, now give yourself permission. Then he says, you have permission to proceed, which is move. Then we went deeper. Good morning, TC. Hey, girl. Hey. Good morning, Ashley. Hey, girl. Hey. Then we went deeper and said, you moved. Now don't look back. But on today, good morning, Eb. But on today, come on, I want to deal with something that mature believers need to understand. I need to deal with something that I want you to understand, because guess what? Not everybody who moves is ready to manage what movement produces. Can you manage what your movement is going to produce? Oh no, I'm questioning. Can you manage what your movement produces? Because it's one thing to step out, but it's another thing to steward the ship. Can you steward the ship? Can you steward the move? All right, steward. What does that word steward mean? It means to manage. It means to be responsible for. Because some of us, matter of fact, I'm the creator. All of we're in a new. Yes, you can feel it. Yes, you can sense it. Your hunger is different. Your tolerance is different. Your conviction is stronger. But the question is, can you maintain what God is manifesting? No, can you? Can you maintain what God is manifesting? Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a Jesus girl. You know that I'm a God's girl. Okay, I'm going to always give you scripture. I'm going to always give you word. If you go to 1 Corinthians 4:2, if you go to 1 Corinthians 4:2, it says, moreover, it is required in stewards that one be found faithful. Can you be faithful to the move? Can you be faithful in the shift that God is doing in your life? Can you maintain? Because here's the thing, faith will get you started, but faithfulness will keep you there. Hello, somebody. Oh no, your girl came to stretch you this morning. Faith will get you started. So let's let faith be. Faith is important and faith is imperative. So faith will get you started, but faithfulness will keep you there. Oh no, it's going to keep you there. It's going to keep you there because new levels require new stewardship. Okay? New levels require new stewardship. So let's do some real talk this morning. Let's be real about it, because some people they pray for increase, but they prepare for the responsibility that comes along with the increase. Oh God, are you responsible? Are you responsible? That's the question. Are you responsible? Because you can't for increase and not prepare for the responsibility of the increase. Oh, you got a responsibility. Yes, you do. You have a responsibility because you are for overflow, but you don't have no asking for influence, but you have no intent. You're asking more, but you manage more without losing yourself. Oh no, I'm talking about new levels, stewardship. Good morning, Sakina. Hey, great. I'm talking new levels requiring new stewardship. Yeah. See, Shonda said I've been asking. She said I've been asking myself that question this week. I'm telling you, that's confirmation. You see how this aligns? Because Jesus put it like this. In Luke 16:10. Good morning, Miss Teresa. Hey, girl. Hey. Jesus puts it like this. He says, he who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much. So in other words, God will test stewardship in small places, but he trusts you with big ones. Okay. See, he gonna test you with the small thing before he release the big thing. I know you want to jump to the big thing, but you ain't even conquered the small stuff. No, I told you every step matters. Good morning, Briaria. Every step matters. All right, small steps lead to big victories. Don't forget about the small stuff. I know they told you don't sweat the small stuff, but don't you forget to conquer the small stuff. Don't you forget to steward the small stuff, because guess what? If you be faithful over a few, he'll make you ruler over many. Okay. Listen, I came to stretch you this morning. All right. It's going to get a little tight, but we're going to ride it out. If you look at Joseph, Joseph, he was gifted and governed. Yes, he was. He was gifted and governed. So he became a manager. He wasn't just a dreamer. He became a manager. He didn't just have prophecy. He had process. Joseph knew how to manage his process because he was faithful in Potiphar's house and he was faithful in the prison. Can you be faithful on every level? Can you be faithful in every season? How are you stewarding this season of your life? Let me ask you that. How are you stewarding this season of your life? How are you stewarding your emotions? How are you stewarding your actions? How are you stewarding this season in your life? That's all I need to know. Because Joseph, in that hidden faithfulness, it qualified him for the palace. Your faithfulness is qualifying you for something bigger. Yes, it is. Your faithfulness is qualifying you for something bigger. Because you got to understand, I told you, God gave you permission to pivot, right? But your pivot is not just about where you go. No. Do not think your pivot is just about where you go. It's about who you become on the way. Who are you becoming? In this process, who are you becoming? In this pivot, who are you becoming? In this process, who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? That's why you got to learn how to steward your time. You got to learn how to manage your time. What do you mean by that, Pastor? Stop letting distractions eat your destiny. Me and here. Okay, stop letting distractions eat your destiny. So you got to learn how to steward your gifts. You got to learn how to manage your gifts. You got to learn how to be responsible of your gift. How do I be responsible? You got to develop your gift. You have a gift. You got to develop it. You got to allow God to develop you. That's what process is about. It's about developing your gift. It's about developing who you are. It's about developing your assignment. It ain't enough to just have the gift. You got to allow God to develop you. And that's done through process. All right. So you got to steward your time. You got to learn how to steward your gifts. You got to learn how to steward your circle. Steward your circle. You got to learn how to manage your circle because everybody can't come with you. I know you want them to, but everybody can't come with you. All right. We all know Jesus had 12 disciples, but it was only 3 in his inner circle. Jesus knew he needed to manage his circle. Jesus knew he knew only 3 could really handle him. He knew he could only trust the 3. So you got to learn how to manage your circle. You got to learn how to steward your emotions. Oh my God. You're going to have to learn how to steward your emotions, manage your emotions. Don't self-sabotage when pressure rises. Don't self-sabotage when pressure rises. You can't panic. You don't panic. You don't pursue. So you got to learn how to steward your emotions. You can't move off of emotions. I told you, you don't go by your feelings. You go by the fact. All right, I'm saying the new level require new stewardship. All right, here we go. We moving on. You need new oil for new territory. You need Some of you are to maintain with yesterday's oil. That's not going to work. You need something new. If God is doing new, come on, you something new. Something you can't be praying these old prayers. You can't be doing stuff the same way. But there's a new way. Because God is doing something new. Doing something new. To do something new. You're going to need oil. All right. So what oil represent? Oil, it represents freshness. It represents empowerment. It represents intimacy with. You know, to drop you script quick. Matthew 6 and 11. Matthew 6 and 11. It says, give us this day our daily bread. Daily bread means that yesterday's won't sustain today's assignment. God, I need something new. Who want old food? Who want old bread? When you eat old bread, it's hard, it's stale, it's crunchy, it's nasty. No, I want to give you new bread. I want to give you daily bread. You can't go into this new season being stale, but God says, I want to develop something in you that is fresh. I want. Okay. Who don't like fresh bread? All right. Here we go. Moving on. Here we go. So if you look at if you go to Matthew chapter 25, you can read it in your own time. But Matthew chapter 25, when it talks about the 10 virgins, all 10 had lamps, right? All 10 virgins had lamps. All of them looked the part, but 5 ran out of oil. Okay. 5 of them ran out of oil. Why? Because they didn't prepare for delay. They didn't plan for endurance. They had a moment and not a lifestyle. Listen, stop prepping for moments and start preparing for life. This has to be portions. I don't want to just give you pieces, but guys, I want to give you the whole thing. So this has to be your lifestyle. You got to be all in. Okay. In other words, you got to go all the way. You have finished. You have to complete the assignment. You have to walk out your destiny and your purpose. Because what will happen is many believers, they have enough oil for service, but they don't have enough for the season. Okay. Many people have oil for the service, but they don't have oil for seasons. Okay, just think about in the natural with your car. If you want the my daddy used to always tell me, if you want the life of your car to be long, if you want to have this car for a long time, you have to maintain your oil changes. You have to change the oil on time. You have to change the oil. Some of you got to change your oil. You still running off of fumes. You still running off of old oil. And that's why your momentum is slow. That's why your drive is slow, because you running out and you running on old oil. But God said, look, you need, from where I'm taking you, if you want to go here, I know you're asking to go here, but you're going to need new oil. Yeah, you are. You're going to need new oil. So how do I build my oil? You build your oil in prayer. You build your oil in the word of God. You build your oil through worship. You build your oil through fasting. You don't wait until a crisis to seek God. No, but you create consistency. Because let me is protection. Okay. That's why. Good morning, Yana. Hey, girl. Hey. That's why God wants to develop you. He wants to develop that discipline in you, because discipline isn't bondage. It is protection. So here's the thing. This is why you got to ask yourself, can you handle it? Can you steward the shift well? Because the shift will expose what you've been carrying. The shift of your life, when God shifts your life, it will expose what you've been carrying, not to hurt you, but to heal you all the way. God never does anything to hurt you. Baby, he loves you too much to hurt you. He loves you too much to disappoint you. He loves you too much to embarrass you. He loves you too much to let you down. So the exposure is not to hurt you. It is to heal you. Because when you pivot, new territory exposes old baggage. Oh, yeah. If you go to Psalms 139, Psalms 139, verse 23, it says, search me, oh God, and lead me. Search me and lead me. Okay, what happens when somebody searches you? Come on, they start pulling stuff out. What they find, they pull out. This is the season where God is searching you and pulling out what you don't need, pulling out what you don't want to let go, pulling out what is attached to you that's not conducive to who you are. Search me, oh God, and lead me. Okay. Hebrews 12:1. Hebrews 12:1. It says, lay aside every weight that so easily besets you. Not every weight is sin. Okay, let's be clear. Let me break it down. Not every weight is sin. Some things are just heavy. Some weights are just heavy and unnecessary. God said, lay aside every weight, lay aside everything that's heavy, lay aside everything that's unnecessary. Because some of you are carrying unnecessary weight. Okay, you're carrying unnecessary weight. Okay, what do you mean? What does that look like? All right, unnecessary weight. What is that? It could be old trauma. It could be old offense. It could be old shame. It could be old mindsets. It could be old loyalties. But he says, lay aside every unnecessary weight that so easily besets you, that so easily distracts you, that so easily knocks you off of focus. Okay. Because you can't run fast while dragging what God told you to drop. Okay. Hear me and hear me clear. You cannot run fast while dragging what God already told you to drop. If you think about Lazarus, if you go to John chapter 11, you can read it in your own time. Read John chapter 11. When it talks about Lazarus, it talks about Lazarus. He was alive, but he was bound. Alive but bound, because Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead and told him, loose him and let him go. See, Lazarus, he was alive, but still wrapped. Some of you are alive, but you still wrapped. You still wrapped up in dead stuff. You're still wrapped up in old seasons. You're still wrapped up in the old version of you that people won't let go. No. Jesus said, loose him and let him go. I decree and declare that you will be loosed from the very thing that tries to keep you tied down from moving forward. Oh, no. No, that thing gonna loose you. It's gonna loose you. I decree and declare that it's going to loose you, so you have so you can have permission to move forward. You got permission to move forward, which means you have permission to be unwrapped. Yeah, that thing got to unwrap you. Because it's restricting your movement. It's restricting you from getting up. You alive, but you bound. It's restricting you from moving forward. It's limiting you. It's restricting you from being who God called you to be. Oh, that thing gonna unwrap you. Yes, it will. So Lazarus, he was alive, but he was still wrapped. And that's how some people are. They're saved, but still bound. They're anointed, but still heavy. They're called, but still carrying grave clothes. Woo! You got to become, somebody type in the chat, I am unwrapped. Yes, I am. I am unwrapped. I am unwrapped. So here's the thing. You got to forgive without needing an apology. This is how you become unwrapped, okay? Let me just give you a few little examples, all right? You got to forgive without needing an apology. You might not ever get it. If you ain't got it by now, you might not get it. But that doesn't mean you stay in it. That doesn't mean you stay tied to it. No, you forgive without needing an apology. You break agreement with shame. You stop replaying the old version of you. Shawanda said, amen, likes. Come on, I was waiting on it. You got to stop replaying the old version of you. I told you this ain't no repeat. This is not a replay. This is not a rerun, but this is a refreshing. This is a renewal. This is a revival. This is the year God is doing something new. This is something you have not ever seen. I was talking to one of my spiritual daughters on Wednesday. And she was telling me about some things, and I was telling her, you know what? This is the year that God is doing something new. And what's new? When you get something new, that means you never had it before. You're not used to this. So this is why you got to come out of here. I know you ain't used to this, but this is new. Don't be afraid to embrace the new, because the Bible says, he says, behold, I'm doing a new thing. So guess what? This is God doing a new thing. You got to trust God with the new. I know we don't like the new because we don't know what to expect. We don't know what's coming. It's not familiar, but I told you, you have to come out of familiarity. This is the year God doing what you ain't used to. This is the year that God is doing it how you're not used to. But just because you're not used to it does not mean it ain't God. Oh no, God pulling you out of that comfort zone. You don't get to tell God how to do this. Okay, you don't get to tell God how to do this. You don't get to tell God what your process should look like. You don't get to tell God what you comfortable with. All right, that one in my notes. Let me get back on track because I only got a couple more moments. All right, here we go. So when God moves you forward, oh, here's the thing. We about to get into it now. When God moves you forward, warfare shifts too. See, some of you thought moving forward would be easy. Some of you thought moving forward would be smooth. But some of you thought moving forward would mean no warfare. No, warfare changes. Okay, they used to say it like this. New level, new devil. Okay, new level, new devil. But guess what? I know they said new level, new devil, but guess what? New grace, new authority. Every level that God increases you to, he increases your grace and authority to conquer the devil on that level. So you ain't got no excuse. Okay, you ain't got no excuse. No. New levels means new grace. New grace means new authority. Yep, James 4:7. James 4:7. It tells you to put on the whole arm. I'm sorry, Ephesians 6:11. Ephesians 6:11. It tells you to put on the whole armor of God. All right, James 4:7 tells you to resist the devil and he will flee. Because the enemy doesn't attack what's not going anywhere. You should count it a privilege that the devil is after you, because that means you are no longer stagnated. That means you are going somewhere, because he does not attack what's not going anywhere. The enemy does not waste his time on something that's not powerful. The enemy does not waste his time on something that's not valuable. The enemy does not waste his time on something that's not life-changing, something that's not a game changer, somebody that's not a trendsetter, somebody who doesn't have a purpose, somebody who doesn't have authority. So if the enemy been cooking it up, come on, that's an indicator that God's shifting you, that you are moving, because the enemy, he fights movement. That's why he want to discourage you. That's why he want to keep you from moving. That's why, come on, he tries to distract you. The enemy hates movement. The enemy hates momentum. Yes, he does. The enemy hates momentum. He fights consistent belief. The enemy will fight your consistency. He wants you to break your consistency. He wants you to break your discipline. He wants you to be consistent. I'm going to just let that simmer real quick. Because you got to understand that, listen, your movement, I'm telling you, it's in your movement. But you got to understand, although the enemy is fighting against your movement, although he's fighting against your momentum, although he's fighting against your consistency, God is right there walking with you. God said his strength is made perfect in your time of weakness. So when you feel that you can't make another step, when you feel you can't make another move, the strength of God steps in and makes it for you. See, this is why it's important for you to walk out your process with God. This is why it's important to walk with God, because he will give you supernatural grace. He will enable you to do what you think you can't do. He will enable you to move when you think you can't move. He will enable you to walk when you think you can't walk. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here's the thing. If you think about Nehemiah, we've talked about Nehemiah before. Nehemiah, he was building while battling. Somebody type that in the chat. Building while battling, because that's where some of you are right now. You are building, but you're battling. Okay, you're building, but you're battling in your mind. You're building, but you're battling in your faith. You're building, but you're battling with life. You're building, but you're battling with situations and circumstances. You're building, but you're battling with your confidence. You're building, but you're battling with your decision-making skills. You're building, but yet battling. Jesus. So Nehemiah, he rebuilt the wall. He had a tool in one hand and he had a weapon in the other hand. He was building, but he was battling. He was building, but he was battling. Because listen, destiny requires both. Destiny requires both. It requires construction and it also requires confrontation. All right. It requires construction, but it also requires confrontation. So you got to stop waiting for a piece to build. Stop waiting for a piece to build and build in the middle of opposition. You got to build in the middle of opposition. Okay, Pastor, what does that look like? And I got to wrap it up real quick. You got to stop oversharing your next move. Oh, did you hear what I said? You got to stop oversharing your next move. You got to pray before you post. You got to guard your peace because it's priceless. Woo! You got to guard your peace. Protect your peace. Don't fight people, but fight patterns. Because it ain't people, it's the patterns. You got to look at the patterns. Don't fight people, but fight patterns. And you're gonna have to stay accountable. All right. Let me stop on this. Let me just put a pin right here on this accountability. You got to stay accountable, which means I know you building and you battling, but you still got to show up, because isolation makes you vulnerable. See, the enemy wants you to isolate. Now, I didn't say separate, because separation and isolation are two different things. But the enemy wants you to isolate yourself. He wants you to bag back. He don't want you to go to church. He don't want you to go there. He don't want you to link up with them, because he knows when you get with them, your faith increases. He knows when you get around people, like-minded people, there's a certain drive that comes back. There's a certain passion that comes back. There's a certain momentum comes back. So he will try to isolate you and make you vulnerable. And when the enemy makes you vulnerable, come on, he isolates you just to devour you, because that's his job. His job is to steal, kill, and destroy. All right. Somebody type in the chat, don't stop showing up. Don't stop showing up. You got to stay accountable. You got to stay accountable. So keep saying, you can just tag me next time. You got to stay accountable. I know you building and I know you battling, but you got to show up. You got to stay accountable. You cannot come down. You can't come down. And here's the last thing real quick. I may have to finish up on Monday, but listen, your pivot is not just for you, it's for impact. Yeah, God didn't pivot you just so you could feel better. God didn't pivot you just so you can feel good, but God gave you permission to pivot because somebody is tied to your obedience. Don't you know that there are people that are called to your voice? There are people who are going to be impacted by your process. This is why you got to own your process. This is why you got to walk out your process, because there are people's deliverance that's tied to your process. See, stop being selfish. It ain't just about you. Stop being selfish. This ain't about you. But this is so much bigger than you. It's so much bigger than you. Somebody type in the chat, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. Because when you delay obedience, you delay deliverance for somebody else too. So whose deliverance has been delayed because you delayed your obedience? You refuse to obey. You scared to obey. Okay. Because you got to understand that your healing will break cycles. Your discipline will open doors. Your obedience will shift atmospheres, not just at your job, not just in your home, but in ministry, in other people's life. Your obedience shifts atmospheres. It shifts things because the Bible tells you obedience is better than sacrifice. So I would rather obey than to sacrifice my deliverance. I would rather obey than to sacrifice my destiny. I would rather obey than to sacrifice my assignment, my purpose, than to sacrifice other people. I don't want other people's blood on my hands. So God, I'll just obey. I'll be the one. I will be the one. Okay. I'll be the one. So real quick, I got to wrap it up. I'll probably finish up on Monday. I got to wrap it up real quick. But new levels require, good morning, Sister Tina. Hey, girl, hey. New levels require new stewardship. Good morning, Courtney. Hey, girl, hey. New levels require new stewardship. Right? A pivot for them, not for comfort. So can you handle the shift? Can you handle this pivot? You got to learn how to steward your shift. Do not waste your season. You will not waste. I decree and declare that you will not waste your season. You will not go back to old cycles, but you will steward well. You will manage this season well. You will steward the place that you are in right now. You will steward well. And you're going to drop every weight that slows you down. You are going to build even while battling. Your pivot will produce fruit. Your obedience will multiply impact. Your life will glorify God. Somebody type in the chat, steward the ship. Steward your ship. That's right, Sakina. Put steward your ship because it's your responsibility. Steward means to be responsible for. It means to manage. So you're going to have to learn how to manage the season that you are in. Yep. You got to learn how to mix. So you asking God for stuff, you asking God to do stuff, but can you really handle it? Can you really manage it? Can you really manage it? All right. You're going to have to learn how to steward the shift, maintain your momentum, and multiply the fruit. If you steward the shift, if you maintain the momentum, God will multiply the fruit. Point blank period. If you steward the shift, if you maintain your momentum, God will multiply your fruit. Yes, he will. He will multiply your fruit. All right. Real quick before we go. All right, registration for Woman Up 4-week mentorship position is now open. It is pinned page. You can go there and register. I'm so excited. Make sure you go ahead and register because I only have limited slots this time. All right, and they are being filled. So make sure you need to get in on this mentorship. This ain't no play. If you think you're just coming and I'm just going to read to you, we're going to go over. No, this is an intensive. I have a whole curriculum. All right. I have a 4-week curriculum. All right. So go ahead. And also tonight, I will be live with Pastor Tamika Lyons at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Atlanta time. All right. It will be virtual. I will share it to my page. I personally want to invite you to join me as I minister the word of the Lord. All right. I love you guys so much. I will see you. If I don't sign on the screen, I will see you Monday morning. To all of my ladies, woman up. To all of my men, man up, and can you handle it? Manage, steward your ship.